Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor, where we are about to go and take a look at what we've got here. Hello?
Ah yes, are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Scandalous history?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
Oh, many things.
Penvillen's secret?
For centuries, the Penvillens have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are several skeletons rattling about in the Penvillen closet. Take, for example, Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650, quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
But she wasn't actually a witch?
Who knows? Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
Ooh.
Who are all those paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the Penvillens who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Tally-ho! Hello, Nancy.
What? We can't talk to you about any of the other stuff?
I'll let you get back to your work.
Goodbye.
Okay then. Well, that was disappointing.
Fascinating piece, isn't it? James Penvillen sculpted it in 1591, although it appears that wand was added at a later date. He was quite a flamboyant figure and never married, but one day, a child appeared quite mysteriously in the castle, and he took her in as his own. That was Eleanor, and many of the townfolk believed her to be a changeling or fairy baby.
So the wand was added later, huh? Can't do anything about this. We can just get a close-up of the head for some reason or another. So, we've got a computer, empty desk. There's the door. And obviously, this being the library, we've got some books. Let's start from over here. See if we can interact with anything. Apparently there's something here. Law books, 16th century.
I doubt you'll find much of interest in there. They're mainly law books. Charles Penvellyn was a prominent judge in the 16th century. Sad to say, he lost his son at a young age, left his estate to his grandson, Thomas.
Okay. And indeed, I guess there's nothing of interest to us here. Old manuscripts.
Those manuscripts are very old and brittle. They date back to the 14th century. Odo Penvellyn collected most of them. His father, Randolph, and son Milo were rather more interested in military victories than in book collecting.
Okay, anything for us here? I guess not. Well, can we... So, let's see. We've looked at these books here. What about these ones? These ones we can't even get close to, okay? Computer?
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan Penvellyn was a noted researcher in computers and languages. Jane let me into his computer, but there was nothing much of interest on it.
What's the password?
I'm not sure.
Okay then. Find password.
I couldn't quite track the provenance of that piece, but Philippe must have brought it back from the New World. He became quite wealthy as a merchant in the Americas and restored Blackmoor's original splendor after it had been abandoned for years. His daughter Penelope continued the renovation, commissioning the construction of this library by Roger Vizier, who built a similar one for the French general Jean Leboeuf.
Okay.
Achoo!
À tes souhaits.
Merci.
Can't look at those books, but
Achoo!
Gesundheit.
Danke.
I guess we can look at these ones, or can we? No? These ones. Novels.
Those are mainly Penelope Penvellyn's collections of French novels. She was a patron to a raft of artists, and her salon was quite popular. She was quite the libertine, even kept her maiden name after her marriage.
Okay, can we look more closely at any of these? No. Okay. And I guess that's that. All we can look at here in the library. Can't look at the tapestries or anything more closely. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. So, Beast of Blackmoor. Sure. In 1557, sheep herders reported seeing a creature with gleaming red eyes, the head and fur of a wolf, and the body of a human on the moonlit moors surrounding the Blackmoor estate in Essex County, England. The sightings continued off and on for decades afterwards, sometimes accompanied by reports of missing dogs, cats, and lambs. In 1650, when the owner of Blackmoor Manor was tried and later burned at the stake for witchcraft, the number of sightings skyrocketed. The beast continued to be spotted on a fairly regular basis through the mid-18th century, but after that was rarely seen. The last reported sighting was May 1990. Okay. And yeah, I guess we don't get emails here, so let's see. Oh, we've got a lot to read here. I'm going to start from the beginning. Linda Penvellin's mother had the Penvellins invite me to Blackmoor Manor because she wants me to figure out why her daughter has been acting so strangely. Personally, the first thing I'd like to figure out is what that red-eyed thing was that I saw outside when I first arrived. I guess you could say that Mrs. Drake is Linda Penvellin's aunt-in-law, since she's Linda's husband's father's sister. You could also say she's a bit of a grouch. There's this guy named Nigel Mukherjee staying in here so he can write a book about the Penvellins. I haven't seen him anywhere except in the library, but he sure knows a lot, including stuff about the Beast of Blackmoor, a creature which supposedly had red eyes. I should use my cell phone to see if the web has anything to say about this beast. Nigel Mukherjee is always typing. It might be a good idea to sneak a peek at his laptop from time to time to see exactly what he is typing. The Penvellins have a pet parrot named Lulu that likes to scare people. At least she enjoyed scaring me. Not that that was hard to do in this spooky old place. Lulu won't tell me what I want to know unless I make a cake for her. Make a cake. Whoa. And I thought Togo was spoiled. Even though I can't send emails while I'm in England, too expensive, I can use my cell phone to surf the web. How? What? If sending emails is too expensive, shouldn't surfing the web be as well? That is so weird. Which reminds me, wonder if there's anything on the web about Blackmoor Manor. Mrs. Petrov called me. It's obvious that she's very worried about Linda. I should call her every so often and keep her posted. I hope I don't let her down. Okay, find out more about the stars and see if those star charts in my room can help me figure out how to open that little box. Okay. Figure out how to open the little box. Figure out in what order to pull those levers at the top of those noisy stairs. Find out what the password is for the old computer in the library. Talk to Jane. Go to her room after 2 p.m. Her lesson should be over by then. Go see this Nigel Mukherjee guy in the library.
Check.
Find out what's making all those weird noises in the upstairs hallway. Sounds like they're coming from under that blanket.
I'm finished with that.
Talk to Linda ASAP. After all, she's why I'm here.
That's done.
Figure out where the conservatory is and talk to Mrs. Drake.
Check.
Note to self, when a task has been completed, remember to check it off.
Check.
Okay, so talk to Jane. And then figure out the star stuff and how to open the box. I think that's something we could do in this episode. Go see Jane. So, Jane's room was
She's probably sleeping.
Oh, is it that late already? Can we see the top? Oh. Can we see the time somewhere? Oh, just after 9 p.m. Okay, so just go to the phone if we want to see the time. Just after 9 p.m. I guess we could go to our room and see if we can figure out the box thing. So, I guess there was a thing on the web about the stars. Let's read that and then see why stars seem to move. Celestial equator and the ecliptic. To someone standing on the Earth as it makes its annual journey around the sun appears to move through the surrounding stars on a predictable path. This path is called the ecliptic, and the 12 constellations or groups of patterns of stars as seen from the Earth, through which the sun seems to pass, are known as the zodiac. The planets also appear to move through the zodiac, and like the constellations, they have been named after Roman and Greek gods. So we've got the zodiac symbols and the planetary symbols. These and many other heavenly bodies appear and disappear from the sky throughout the year because the Earth is tilted on its axis at a 23.5-degree angle. Because of this tilt, the angle of the sun relative to the equator varies throughout the year, so that no day or night is ever precisely the same length. The longest day and the shortest night is known as the summer solstice or solstitium, which takes place around June 21st. The shortest day and the longest night is known as the winter solstice or bruma, and occurs around December 21st. The tilt of the Earth also results in the spring or vernal and fall or autumnal equinoxes around March 21st, or that vernal equinox and September 21st or autumnal equinox. The sun at noon is halfway between its highest and lowest points in the sky, resulting in days and nights that are nearly equal in length. Okay. Right. So So we've got the dragon and that and the hare and the fish, and there's the lion over there. So the top here was completely covered, so I guess it doesn't matter which color we've got there.
Maybe I should take another look at Brigitte's coat of arms.
But then we have no idea which one of these sides is the north side, do we? Fish, the hare, the dragon. So let's see. If we assume that the box is to be held with the lion kind of facing us, then is the north side the side that is opposite to this one? So that would be the fish. And I think in the coat of arms, the north was it like fully red? So like that, and then red. We've got the coat of arms right here. Yeah, north is fully red. And then are the other ones just, do they go in order? So the one to the right side of the fish should then be like red, but with like that sliver there. So this one, the hair, should be like that. And then did we have a green half moon here? But which half was it that was covered and which half was the right half uncovered? Oh, yeah, it's this one. And like that. And then this here was blue, like that. No? No. Okay then, so I guess maybe the symbols here, or like the animals here, maybe represent the directions in some kind of way. It says there's something new here. But there's nothing new there. Maybe we should look at this. So this is the spring equinox. We've got we don't really have any of the symbols or any of the animals that are on the box. I mean, we've got this one on the box. But there's that one. The lynx. And there's our dragon. A Pisces. Oh, this is it, isn't it? This is all of the symbols that we've got on the box. So, does the box then represent the winter solstice? And then, ooh, does that mean that the lynx needs to be on top? But I can't move the box in such a way that the lynx is on the top side. So okay, if the lynx is on the top side, then it needs to be like completely covered so that no color shows through. And the dragon needs to be full red. And then Leo needs to be the sliver red. And the hair needs to be half green, and the Pisces need to be almost full blue. That's probably it, right? I think I'll need to come back to that. I probably won't remember. So dragon, full red. And then hair, half green. Fish, almost full blue. Lynx, fully covered. then that's the way so like it's the opposite of how the blue is, how the red needs to be. All right. So that's the Leo here. Like that. Nothing. So I didn't get that right then. It seemed right, didn't it? Because like all of the symbols are here on this one. Dragon, Leo, and then we've got the hare and the fish and the lynx. But does this mean that this is north? Oh, north, east, south, west. So yes, it does. North, east, south, west. So it should be correct what I did there, shouldn't it? We've got the dragon at full red, the Leo at like almost full red, the lupus, or sorry, the Kepus, or the rabbit at half green, the fish at almost full blue, and then the lynx fully covered. That's how it was in here. But like, am I sure that I've got everything? So the lion, the color needs to be on the left, but then everything else, the color needs to be on the right. Let's just make sure. So over here, the color needs to be on the left.
Wonder what this is. This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a tripod.
So do we have to bring a telescope onto the tripod in our room? Of course, we can't take the instructions with us and put them into our inventory. Or can we? No. It says there's something new here. Maybe there's something new we can talk with somebody about now then? Ned?
Hello?
Hi, me again.
Hi, what's up?
You sure I'm not disturbing you? I mean, shouldn't you be studying or something?
Shouldn't you be solving a mystery or something?
I'm on a break.
What a coincidence. So am I. What's up?
Linda Petrov, I mean Linda Penvelin. She just stays in bed all day, hiding behind a curtain. It's very weird.
Do you have any idea what the deal is?
Nope.
Well, just keep talking to her. As soon as she knows she can trust you, I'm sure she'll open up.
I'll talk to you soon.
Just be careful over there.
Alright. It is after 10 p.m. I don't think we have anything new to talk about with Mrs. Petrov, do we? Should I just, should we just go to bed and then, wake up, after 2 p.m. so we can go talk to Jane? I think I'm going to do that. Also, we need to figure that out. Oh, and we can check off the see if these star charts in my room can help me figure out how to open that little box.
I'm finished with that.
How to open the little box.
That's done.
Alright. So yeah, after 2 p.m. Jane's room. Let's... Let's wake up at like 3 p.m. and Jane's room is right next to ours, so...
What is that? Maybe I'd better have a look around.
Oh, that's just the...
Time has come for closing books. Say goodnight, Gracie.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone's sleeping. Go to your room and set your clock.
What time do most people get up around here?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. Set your clock for 6 a.m. Ah, sweet dreams.
Okay. I was just thinking maybe the parrot had like heard something.
I need the key.
So, what exactly are we looking for at 3 a.m. here?
I'd better stay inside. If I track mud in the house, Mrs. Drake will kill me.
Well, I mean, we're up and he isn't, so may as well. To Nigel. Fingertips for typing notes. Oh dear. There's a lot. The columns in the Great Hall are most curious, each one representing a Greek deity and each one missing some minute detail. Although the columns appear to have been built around the same time, careful examination shows that they have been constructed over a period of several hundred years. The riddles I found in Corbin's secret room in France make reference to the Mercury column and how his key is held in hand, most likely the statue in the library, and that only by persuading Mercury to face north and lift his eyes to the sky will the wand or key be released. So face north and lift his eyes to the sky. I'm sure the mechanism to move this is in the hidden passages Corbin refers to, but how to access these secret passages? Randolph the Red led army against French. Randolph was disappointed in son Odo, good farmer, bad soldier. Rumor of Penvellyn magic stone persisted. Chapter 3. Albert, son of Hugo, Milo's son, studied alchemy. Used a dragon to symbolize the Athanor forge that he apparently built, but he didn't say where he built it, and I cannot find it. Need more info. County archives. Or comments from... Okay. Mid-1500s, Charles Penvellyn, prominent and well-respected judge. Mid-1600s, James Penvellyn never marries, yet a baby Eleanor suddenly appears. Scrutinize everything, James, so much as touched, and find out where she came from. Late 1600s, Eleanor's son Edward is raised by the sister of Le Comte de Roquefort in France. Check all documents in library written in French. Mid-1700s, Penvellyns once again known and respected for being rich and powerful. In 1775, Philip's daughter Penelope commissioned artisan Jacques de Vaucanson to create a card-playing automaton. Oh, that's the thing in the hall, named Betty, which still exists in Blackmoor. I've enjoyed several games of cards against Betty. It reminds me of the game I played in the States called Go Fish. Okay. Late 1700s, Brigitte Penvellyn, Penelope's granddaughter, studied astronomy and astrology. Okay. Locate the notebook she refers to in the letter to her sister. Mid-1800s, Edward Penvellyn traveled extensively in India and the Middle East. Journal indicates he spent little time at Blackmoor with his wife and children. The images on Edward's coat of arms are most curious. Each one seems to be showing some sort of direction. The jouster running to the right, the guard with spear pointing up, the ground figure motioning to the right, etc. 1900s, John won many plant hybridizing awards, brought Lulu back from the Amazon. His son Malachi raced cars. Malachi's son Alan used Lulu to write his dissertation on linguistics and animal communication. Dig up dirt on Hugh P. Hugh Penvellyn, the current master of the house. So it's Ludmilla, the publisher? Nigel, I'm very intrigued by what you've learned so far at Blackmoor. Good work. I can definitely see this as a bestseller if you deliver the goods. Or should I say goodies? Ludmilla. Using your keyboard and working as fast as you can, type whatever appears in the balloons on the screen. Keep going until time runs out. Okay, no thanks. So, wow, that was a lot. I think I'm going to save the game here and end the episode as well. Wow. Okay. The email I saw from Nigel's publisher made it sound as if Nigel is more interested in writing a bestseller than a serious, i.e. boring, history of the Penvellans. Could he be trying to make it seem as if the beast of Blackmoor has come back to life, just to create a market for his book? I wonder. Yeah, we need to talk to Jane. But, yeah, It says there's something new here, but there isn't. So, why did it make us get up in the middle of the night? What were we supposed to see here? Were we supposed to see something? Well, whatever we were supposed to see, I don't see anything here at the moment. I mean, I clearly heard some like chanting and stuff in my room, so that kind of suggests that something would have been going on upstairs. But when I went into the corridor, well, I did hear that laughter, but I didn't really hear anything other than that. That's Jane's room.
She's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
What?
Mrs. Drake, is that you? Hello? Mrs. Drake? Are you in there? Mrs. Drake? Ah! Oops.
I didn't arrange for you to visit Blackmoor Manor so you could spend your time scaring the wits out of elderly women.
But I really had no idea Mrs. Drake would react like that. I mean, all I did was knock on her door.
It was the dead of night. What on earth were you expecting? For her to get up and have tea with you?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Petrov. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Well, unfortunately, what's done is done, and there's nothing more to be said. Well, there's one more thing.
I'm fired.
Bingo.
Okay, well,
Mrs. Drake, is that you?
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
let's not do that again then.
She's probably sleeping.
So the whole
She's probably sleeping.
thing about going here and investigating was just a load of nothing. Is our alarm still set? I don't know. Well, I'm ending the episode here. And in the next one, we'll sleep till 3 p.m. and then go talk to Jane. Discovered, can we now search all of those things, by the way? Internet browser. No, we can't do any of the searches that were mentioned in the notes there. Well, anyway, in the next episode, we'll sleep till 3 p.m. and then go talk to Jane, see about this cake business for the parrot, and also, I guess, talk to Jane about the telescope. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you again next time.